Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viaglo. If you're new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps, and I resell clothes and shit. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a ship with me video, and I want to show you guys what I sold over the weekend, which was just Saturday and Sunday because I made no sales on Friday, which is pretty tragic. So first, I have this J-Scope belt. Now I actually, once upon a time, was trying to lose weight, and I bought a belt from a company called J-Scope. If you know, you know. It's a black-owned brand, and she just sells fitness belts. And I went on and sold it because I just really had no use for it, honestly, because I don't go to the gym. And since I'm pregnant, it's no point in wearing a fitness belt at this particular time. So, yeah. But I know that I paid like 80 bucks for this, which very bad investment. But I ended up selling it on eBay for $30. So the buyer actually sent me I want to say they sent a $20 offer, and then I countered at 30 because that was going to be my lowest. And lo and behold, they went on and took the offer. I have been getting so many lowball offers on Poshmark. Y'all, I have all types of sizes of poly mailers. I gotta like stay on point. This is the largest one that I have, and this is typically for like sweaters and such, but since it's too big, and since this is a priority item, I like to put my priority stickers on just so they know. And I'll put one on the back as well. These are in fact free. All right, so the next one is actually from a brand called the Normal brand. Never heard of them, but I got this from the bin, so I thought I'd test it out. And this is how it looks on the back. It looks like a bear is on it. Now, I got a few low balls on Poshmark, and it was insulting, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I was really irritated. So I'm just like, really? Why don't people just understand that low balls are not that girl? Okay, stop sending people low balls. Send them a reasonable offer so they can accept it, and then you can have the item. So I have this listed at $25. And if you guys are familiar with my channel, I talked about how I price my items at market value now. So I don't price them, you know, higher than I want to get for them. I price them at a price that somebody can just be like, oh, this is a great price, let me get it now. So I have this priced at $25. So somebody on eBay sent me a $23 offer last night, and I was like, of course. Even if they would have sent a $20 offer, I most likely would have accepted it, because I feel like 20 to 25 for this is not that bad. Like I said, I've never heard of this brand. Let me know if you sold it. But you know, when you go to the bins, you kind of pick up any and everything just about, because it's gonna sell, or we hope that it's gonna sell. So I actually sold this on eBay for $23, and I only paid $1.61 for it. So I made a profit of $20.45, and that is just about the amount that I want to make per item that I source. That is the minimum that I like to make on each item. Like, that's legit the goal. And sometimes I'm not, you know, lucky enough to get that, because it could be a bad pickup, whatever the case is, but that is the goal, $20 net profit. So I have these poly mailers that I bought a very long time ago, and I didn't realize I still have them. So I went on and pulled them out because I am running pretty low. And since these are a first class sale, gotta make sure we do not use priority mail. All right, so the next one is also a brand that was new to me, found it at the bins, and it is called Howler Bros. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. This particular brand, I would actually put this on your BOLO list, because if you are not familiar, I need you to go on eBay and type in Howler Bros and see the comps on them, see the sold comps. And you're gonna be like, oh, interesting, I need to look out for this brand. Didn't really think too much of it. I just picked it up because it was like a flannel, kind of thicker knit. So I was just like, you know, why not? And I soon realized that this was a great pickup, and this is definitely on my BOLO list. So I had it listed for $35, and like I told y'all before, I price my items at market price. Now, don't get me wrong, I probably could have priced this at about $60 and just waited for that right buyer to purchase it, because it could have went for upward of 60 bucks. But I priced mine at $35. So what ended up happening was I kept getting $15 offers, $20 offers on eBay. Now, it threw me off because I'm like, $35, I'm at the lowest end of, you know, all of these other ones that are listed for the same size. So that is not acceptable. Like, I'm not going to accept a $20 offer on this, because $25 is actually a really good, you know, price point. So what ended up happening, I got more and more low balls, and I eventually raised the price to $42. So I wanted people to know that I'm like not about to play with y'all. So I marked it up to $42, and a new person came and they liked the item, and I send offers all the time on eBay. So they liked it, and I sent a $30 offer, and they accepted it. So I'm like, cool. So it's still around that price point that I wanted to sell it for, and they got a really good deal on an item that I could have really priced pretty high. So let me know down below if you actually sold Howler Bros. So I paid $109 for it, and I made a total of $27.24 net profits after fees and cost of goods. I definitely do think that this is a eBay type of brand. So if you know, see it at the thrift store or anything, I probably wouldn't pay no more than, you know, $5 for it, but I think it's still a pretty good brand to look out for. Okay, so the next one is actually this Ari sweater. This sold on Poshmark, and I actually found this at the bins as well. Lately, I've been picking up Ari. I typically pass it up anytime I see it at a regular thrift store, because it's just not a brand that I would typically sell. But I thought I should start testing it out because I saw it so much at the bins. So I started to pick up like somewhat substantial pieces and somewhat just like regular casual pieces. And I've noticed that they all sold. So I'm just like, okay, maybe this is a brand that I should just have as a bread and butter. Now, I'm not getting top dollar for this stuff, don't get me wrong, as much as I would like to. But I feel like a profit is a profit, as long as it's not like really fucking low. Like, that's my only thing. I noticed that it gets the girls on my platform, so we love that. And I've been selling it consistently since I've been picking it up, so I love that. So this one sold on Poshmark. Y'all know I use Posher VA, so they sent them a nice little 10% offer with $5.95 shipping. Now, I actually recently just updated that because I think I had it at like 15% and a $4.99 shipping, and then I realized, like, girl, you're too generous, because at the end of the day, like I said, my prices are already pretty affordable, especially on the things that I got from the bins. So I don't want to, you know, lose any more money. So I just go ahead and try to price it at a very reasonable price. So I feel like that 10% off is a pretty good, you know, offer. So since it was priced at, I want to say $32, it said they made $29 offer with a $5.95 shipping. So they accepted it, and I only paid $1.02. And also, if you guys are new here, I like to go to the bins and add up how many items I got, and then, you know, divide it by how much I paid. And then that's how I get, you know, my amount. So all of my cost of goods are pretty much divided up on that one trip. So I made a total of $20.46 after fees and cost of goods, which, like I said, that is my mark, and we love that. Okay, so this I actually recently picked up, and this is just a brand called Entity. I searched up the brand because I planned on picking up this item anyway, regardless of the brand. This was definitely a style pickup, just because I sold a Johnny Was piece that was very similar to this, and I thought that somebody would love this. So I went on and picked it up and searched it on Poshmark, and I noticed that it is a Anthropologie brand. Now, I can't really verify that, but since someone sold a few other items under Anthropologie with Entity on it, I was like, okay, maybe it is a brand by them. So I listed it, and I woke up the next morning and I saw that I had an offer on Mercari, which it's kind of sad because this was like my only sale on Mercari this week, which is pretty depressing, to say the least. But I had it listed at $32. I had every intentions of selling it for about $25. So they sent me that $26 offer, and I went on and accepted it because I'm like, that's not bad at all. And I was pretty happy that I picked it up because it sold really quick, and we love when you pick up something that is based off of style and it actually sells, especially when it sells the next day. So I would pick it up again if I saw it. Like I said, this was definitely a style pickup, and I typically only pick up style pickups when I pick up vintage pieces because I feel like that's more of a risk that I'm willing to take versus like regular clothing, because I'm not really that good with fashion. I'm gonna be completely honest. Y'all see what I wear. I wear t-shirts and jeans, so pretty basic. So yeah, I sold it for $26 and I paid $1.35. So my total was $21 that I made after fees and cost of goods. Let me know down below if you guys are doing well on Mercari, because I feel like sometimes I have like a spurt where I have like maybe 3 or 4 sales in like 2 days, and then after that it goes dry. And I feel like Mercari is like, I don't know, it's dying off for me, and eBay has picked up. I never thought I'd see the day where eBay is my second platform and not the third, which is really crazy to think about. So this is a Ed Hardy shirt. Now, the funny thing is that this is like Y2K vintage. It has that tattoo sleeve to it. I saw this at the thrift store on a particular day. I was at the, I want to say Salvation Army, and they had a 50% off that day. So I was just like, you know, let me pick it up. Let me try it out. And I'm so happy that I did, because I recently sold some Ed Hardy shoes as well. So I think that this brand is like decent to pick up, but I feel like you have to make sure that you are picking up like a piece that people are like wanting to get, you know, it's sought after in a way. So I have this listed, I want to say maybe about 2 or 3 months, because I haven't really been at a regular thrift store because I've been so obsessed with the bins. But I had it listed, and it had over 55 likes on Mercari, had over 40 likes on, what is it, which one is it, Poshmark, and then I think I may have like 10 likes on eBay if I'm not mistaken. And I had it listed for $81, y'all. I know, overkill, right? So then I eventually dropped it down to 65 like recently. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days ago, because I'm just like 81 is overkill. I honestly would have took a deal at about $40, because let me tell y'all something funny about this actually. So when I was trying to test out Depop again, I had this item listed, and I accidentally, and I mean accidentally, put $5 instead of $50. So somebody bought it outright. At the time I got excited because I got the email like, hey, somebody purchased your item, and here's your shipping label. So I'm like, oh my God, this is my first, you know, Depop sale that I've had in a long while. So I was juiced. Next thing I know, I see that it was this one, and I got even more excited because I'm like, wow, somebody bought it $50. And then I see that I only made X amount of dollars, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what happened here. So I completely forgot the zero on the item, and I let her know like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I, you know, messed up, and I refunded her and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, what a rookie mistake. So I was just like, no, it's not gonna work. But anyway, so I sold it for $65, and I paid $4 for it. So after fees and cost of goods, I made $48 on this Ed Hardy top. I would 100% pick that up again, because that thing brought so much attention to my closet. Like, it was insane. So the next one is a pair of Everlane denim jeans. Actually was able to source these at the bins, which I was really happy about, because this brand just doesn't do it for me. Funny story again. So I just recently saw someone on Instagram talk about how they just sold a pair of Everlane jeans for $54, and it kind of hurt my feelings, because I sold these for $28. Like, I had them listed at $38, and like I told y'all before, market price. So I thought that, you know, I'd get about $35 for them, because the pair that I had prior to this pair, I sold for like $32. So I feel like that is like my window for Everlane denim jeans. And yeah, so anyway, so I got sent an offer for $28, and I went back and forth with myself, and I was just like, you know what, let's just get rid of them. It's time. No need to wait, you know, another month, or hell, 2 more months for $10 more. It's not that serious. So I went on and accepted her offer just to get them out the door. Honestly, I would only pick up Everlane at the bins, because it sits for a very long time, and I just don't get a good return on it. I don't know if I'm just like unlucky, but I don't know. So she sent me that $28 offer. I only paid $1.09 for it, so I made $21.31 after fees and cost of goods. So yeah, I don't know. Everlane just, I don't think she's that girl. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even pick up their other clothes. Like, I've actually found, like, you know, cashmere pieces and stuff, but of course at buy sell trade stores, that I wouldn't pick up. So this is a brand now that is on my I'll pick you up if you are at the bins, and that is where I draw my line, because it just doesn't do well. All right, so the next one is a nice little bundle. So the first piece is a Free People sweater. Actually sourced this at the bins, which we love. And it's a large, and we love larger sizes. This sold the exact same day of me listing it, which really makes me happy. Because that just means that, you know, I found something pretty good and somebody wanted it immediately. And also, y'all, I've been noticing too that I've been getting a lot more bundles now. 4 or 5 bundles a month. May not seem like anything to you, but to me, it's amazing, because I don't get bundles. I rarely receive bundles. Like, I want to say prior to August, I may have gotten maybe 2 or 3 bundles for all of 2022. So that's saying a lot. So for 6 months, I may have got 2 or 3 bundles. And I've been noticing that I've been getting a lot more. And I do think it is because I am, you know, sourcing a lot more items. So I have a lot more available for people to, you know, take a look at and see what they want. So we love that. So that's that top. And then this is also a Eddie Bauer sweater. This is another brand that I find a lot at the bins, and I had to slowly tell myself to stop picking it up because it hasn't been selling. And I get it. It's like not winter time or fall time, so people are not really like checking for it. But I don't know. And I have them marked pretty low, like pretty low. So that's why I'm just like, why are they not like getting out the door? Because I have them at like $20, $25. But anyway, so she bundled both of these, and then she sent me a offer, I want to say, yeah, for $40. So I forget how much the bundle like originally was, but I think I have this listed at 32 and probably had this one at like 25. So she sent me an offer for 40. I kind of like glanced over and like kind of wanted a little bit more for this top, but I was just like, you know what, let it go, girl, let it go. And that is something too that I have been working on like consistently, is not like holding on to clothing for a few more bucks, because why? Like, what's the purpose? So we've stopped that, or tried to anyways. So yeah, so she paid $40 for this, and I paid $2.25 for both of these together. So my cost of goods for both of these items together is $2.25. And I made $29.79 from this, which I think is still a pretty good return. Beggars cannot be choosers. Let me see, do I even have something? Yeah, I'll have to put this in a regular poly mailer. Y'all, I ran out of tape, so I'm actually going to be going to the store today. So I can't put it in a box. I would love to put it in a box, but yeah. I'm going to put it in a cute little poly mailer. This is my other side poly mailer. This is just typically for things that are a little bit bigger than, you know, a 10 by 14. Fit perfectly. All right, so the next one is this Lulu's dress. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. This thing is hideous, but I found it at the bins. So I went on and picked it up. And I know you guys have already heard my disdain for Lulu's because she sits and she sits and she sits. She gets so much attention, but nobody wants to take her home. So I stopped picking her up, but at the bins, I can't pass her up because at the bins, that means that I'm able to price her really low. So I have this listed and I got an immediate offer on eBay for $15. Now, I could have accepted it, and honestly, I felt guilty afterwards for not accepting that offer because I'm like, girl, that would have been a very quick flip. But I just thought $15 was just, it was too low, entirely too low. So of course I countered because I think I had this listed at like $28, which I thought was a really good price point. And they, you know, of course, never responded to that counter offer. So she sat for a little bit longer, and somebody came around again and they hit that watch button or whatever they call it, a like button on eBay. And I send out offers on eBay anytime I open the app and I see that somebody has hit, you know, watch on my item. I send offers. I don't play about that. So when I sent the offer for $20, because I thought that it was a pretty reasonable price, they accepted it and they bought it immediately. So I was like, thank you, Jesus. Get this ugly dress out of here. And honestly, y'all, like, dresses are very slow movers for me, even during summertime, I've noticed. So I feel like next year I need to make sure that I am listing dresses, I want to say a little bit before the spring, so like wintertime, like I'm doing with winter items now, because I feel like they get more engagement and they will sell a lot quicker during that time because people are like excited to rush winter out the door. So yeah. Anyways, so I sold this for $20 and I paid $1.50 for it, and I made a total of $18.25 from this item, which is not bad. It's around that price point. See, I'm about to put it in a fucking priority again. This is actually first class. That's how I know. Like, I just been making, half of these sales are on eBay, y'all, which, what the fuck? And then they're mostly from yesterday, which I was really surprised about too, because eBay was popping off. And I also feel like I've learned the algorithm over there, which is just more so list, list, list. That's all you gotta do. The next one is from a brand called Lazy Sunday. This is actually a Anthropologie brand. And I found it at the bins. I feel like all of these items were at the bins, I want to say. So I saw the waffle knit and I thought that it was the We the Free or Free People one. I have so much luck selling these, so I thought, let me pick it up. And then once I saw that it was an Anthropologie brand, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's still a decent brand. I probably won't get that much for it, but still good. So I went on and got it, and I noticed that it quickly got attention on Poshmark. So I was just like, okay. And what ended up happening was, I think I sent offers and nobody accepted it. And, you know, it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I'm like, girl, I have it priced low as hell and I'm sending out like a really good offer. Nobody wanted it. So I was like, okay, cool. So then on eBay, somebody liked it. I think I had a few watchers on it. Let me know if y'all have sold this brand, Lazy Sunday, because it was my first time ever finding it at the bins. And it's just this really pretty waffle knit. But I didn't make a lot from it. So I sold it for $15 because I think I had it listed at $22. And when I send offers, I try to send an offer that people are like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. Let me go ahead and take that. So since I sent the offer on eBay, I sent it for $15, which was a pretty good deal. They went on and accepted it, and I paid $1.50 for this item. So I made $11.67. Definitely not the threshold that I would have liked, but you know, you can't have a winner every time, you know. And these numbers add up, so I can't be too mad. It's only become a problem when I have too many of these that add up. We have some AG jeans. Now, I also found these at the bins. I had picked up quite a bit of AG, which is Adriano Goldschmied, denim jeans over the past, I want to say, year and a half, because I've noticed that I'm always able to sell them for $28 and over. And once I sold a particular style for $50, I was like, oh shit, like this is a good brand. And I just pick it up. I don't even really check comps. I just kind of look at the style and kind of, you know, see if it's worth picking up or if it's not. So if it's like an older style, those still sell, but you're gonna get maybe about 20 bucks for them, which I don't think is that bad. If it's at the bins, I'm gonna pick it up. But if it looks like, you know, it's not really in the best condition, I'm not gonna pick it up. I don't think it's worth it at that point. But I do think that it's a pretty good brand. Like, it's pretty expensive brand new, so I think people are always on, you know, the secondhand market looking for it. So I am gonna pick it up. I think I have a lot still left in my closet, but it sells. And this one actually sold a lot quicker than I thought it was. So I think this one was called the Jody Crop, and I think somebody dropped 2 of them off because I picked up the exact same like kind of style. But yeah, so these sold on eBay from an offer. So they sent me a $30 offer. I can't remember the original price that I had them set at, but they sent that offer and I only paid $1.02 for these, and I made $24.50 off of these jeans. And you know, love it, love it, love it. Y'all know on eBay, like, the buyer actually gets to choose how they want their item, like, shipped or whatever, which I think is kind of weird, but I guess. I'm not even gonna waste this, so I'm just gonna let it slide in here. They're probably gonna open it like, why is this double package? But yeah, so they paid for a priority flat rate, so that's what they're gonna get. That's what I try to also, like, use a lot on eBay, because I've noticed that, you know, the other ones, they don't really show the price point. And I never really use FedEx or UPS. But that is it, y'all. I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for sticking around. Bye.